Yo, it's your boy Marcus back with another video. Today we are doing just a weekend recap of things that have happened this week that I care about or don't care about. Either way, I'm just going to chit chat about them for about 5 minutes of your time. First thing, the Dallas Mavericks played today. They just played their last game of the season. They just lost to the worst team in the NBA, like 138-117. I was just looking at it. And they gave up every single player that played time for the Spurs, which is the worst team in the NBA. They all had double-digit points. Like, I don't even know what the Mavericks defense is doing. And these are all like the backup people who should be fighting for playtime, and they still can't play defense. Like, at least you would think to play defense, right? You can't be the only ones. You're on the team. Like, you got to know the defense sucks, right? Like, we're watching it, and we know the defense sucks. Y'all got to know it sucks. Anyway, so the Mavericks don't look good. Hopefully Luka Doncic stays. That's what I'm hoping for. A man can dream, but I'm hoping he stays. I'd like for him to be like Dirk in that way, and he'd play here for like 20 years. That'd be pretty dope. It'd be like 40 years of Euro basketball stars in Dallas. Like, that sounds funny, but... Also wanted to discuss Rangers. So Texas Rangers, baseball season starting up. Apparently, it's a lot more enjoyable to watch now because of the shift change and some other changes like pitch timers and stuff like that. Definitely some other changes made to make it a more enjoyable sport to watch and not such a long, drawn-out, boring mess that it kind of was before. Because, times are changing, It's got to be able to keep people in. You got a 160-game season, like... You know what I mean? You get into the dog days in the summer and, like, nobody cares. So, definitely may be interested in watching some baseball from time to time. Also plan on doing these weekly recaps pretty much every week, maybe, if I can. That's the hope. Anyway, what was it? A big event happened, like, last night and the night before. Oh, Adesanya. So, Israel Adesanya, it's an MMA fight. I believe he fought Pereira, and he knocked him out pretty much. He was like up against the fence. Next thing you know, got a sneaky like hook in there, and the dude he immediately was like messed up, like he was fucked. And then just pretty much that was it. He fell down. That was a wrap. That's all she wrote. So 2 punches, dude was down. Adesanya's back to being a champion again. I mean, there ain't really much else to say. If you watch the fight, you know what happened. Like, he got beat. Just got beat. But it was definitely like a good fight. So I would definitely, if you hadn't seen it, maybe go watch it. It's only like you can just see like some 5-minute videos on YouTube. Pretty much get the drift. Also wanted to discuss some CDL action. If you watch the CDL, that's the Call of Duty League. That's esports. There's been I'm an Optic Gaming fan, just in case anybody didn't know. And with that being said, Optic has been doing pretty good. They've been doing pretty good. Also, they came in second last major, and they lost to Toronto. Toronto right now, this qualifier, is pretty awful. They're already 0-3. I believe Optic's either 2-1 or 3-0, one or the other. Maybe it's 1-2-0. I don't know. Maybe they have one more match left. Today, maybe. I hadn't checked today's stuff, but definitely looking interesting on the COD end of things. I watched The Flank. If y'all don't know what The Flank is, that is like a podcast. Happens on Twitch. It's done by Faye, Zuma, Aches, Vin, and maybe some pro players, Parasite. And they kind of go in there and they discuss all the matches for the day and break things down, like how to play hardpoint, S&D, control, tips and tricks, things you shouldn't do, things they're doing in these games that are just like absolutely throwing away S&D rounds and stuff like that. So if you're interested, definitely go watch The Flank. You can literally just type The Flank into YouTube, and you'll start seeing him pop up because he's been doing them for years. And I've been watching them for years. They're really a good watch. They're fun and they're entertaining. So definitely would suggest you go watch The Flank if you haven't watched it before and are interested in esports. That's pretty much it. That's a lot of big things that have happened really in just the last few days, not even like a whole weekly recap, but pretty much the last few days, just some interesting things that have going on. The QQ9 is absolutely insane on some COD mobile notes right here. They buffed it. It's broken. It's not even fair, honestly. It literally feels like you get disintegrated. Like you have no idea. It's like getting shotgunned, honestly. So the QQ9, here's your class setup. It's pretty broken. Use this. If you play with more than 3 fingers, more than 2 fingers, honestly, You can use the monolithic suppressor, but I don't want to sacrifice ADS time because I have to tap in ADS in almost all my gunfights, so that's why I use that. And I've been running stems like crazy. You'll see a gameplay soon of me just double stemming into people. But there's a Man-O-War class setup. I've done multiple Man-O-War videos, so you don't even need to see that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Almost legendary in both. I'm in the Grandmaster range, so I'm almost there. And yeah, that's been it. Here's your weekly recap. See you on the next video. Peace.